handle this one, Professor. That puzzle was no problem.
Mr. Layton.
I have it worked out. I know what the Spectre is and who is controlling it with the flute.
You do?
I understand. I knew it was only a matter of time. Please, follow me then.
Are you sure about this?
What's that?
Some kind of flute.
I don't believe it.
It's a monster!
Come on, stop it.
Professor, is this the Spectre?
This is our good friend Lucia. She comes from an ancient race. Isn't she beautiful? I think she's one of the last of her kind.
Wait, so why were you making Lucia attack the town?
I wasn't.
Lucia is not the Spectre. The real Spectre is something far worse.
What?
My brain is so confused.
Lucia was actually protecting Miss Tallery from the Spectre. Could Lucia destroy buildings with her flippers? And these scratches on her body, these injuries were sustained while fighting with the real Spectre.
So what is a Spectre?
And why does Ariana have that flute?
Now, just slow down, both of you. Allow me to explain.
I wanted to stop the fighting.
Oh, well, go ahead, Ariana.
Playing the flute is the only thing that calms Lucia down. When Lucia appeared, Tony saw the town being destroyed from the tower here. He told me everything. And So I played the flute because I didn't want her to get hurt.
And that sound carried through the pipes to every part of town.
That's right.
Ariana, it's time you told us the whole truth.
I understand, Mr. Layton. I will tell you everything. I will tell you what we did and what happened in town.
Fire at will!
What are they doing?
Jakes, what is this?
I caught the Spectre. Turns out he was just a big old ugly dinosaur. Third eye, Jakes, triumphs again.
There we go. That's better. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, let me just double check that's working now. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, cool. Wouldn't be a stream without some audio issues, would it?
And this here is the witch what was controlling it. 2 birds with 1 stone. Peace is restored, and everyone lived happily ever after.
Chief Jakes, the real Spectre is not this creature.
You shut your trap, Layton. You're just lucky I don't throw you back behind bars. You hear?
Stop! You can't do this! Ariana, no! Tony!
Professor, we have to help Ariana.
Luke.
We can't just let this happen.
Luke.
Come on, what are you waiting for? We have to catch up
Luke,
with them.
calm down for a moment.
What do you mean, calm down?
She'll be fine. I give you my word on that, Luke. Remember, you can only help Ariana if you keep a clear mind.
A clear mind.
They took my sister. They took Ariana and Lucia. Tony, we will help her, I promise. You're going to take on the police, like you did just now? We will get some help, and trust me, we will save your sister. No one will help you. Everyone in this town hates us. I don't believe that's true, Tony. Take this note to a boy named Crow in the black market. He will help. Tony, you've got to believe us. Do you really think you can save my sister and Lucia? Yes, I knew we can, but we're going to need your help to do so. I just need to deliver this note? Okay, but how is this going to help? I always keep my promises, Tony. Please, just trust me. So wait, if Lucia isn't the Spectre, then... The real Spectre is something that resembles Lucia, but isn't Lucia. And Lucia is trying to keep the Spectre from what it desires. Their ongoing battle is what destroyed those buildings. Ariana was afraid Lucia would be hurt, so she played the flute from here. Oh, of course. So was Ariana's flute actually the Spectre's flute? I don't know. We can't be certain of that. However, playing it seemed to calm Lucia. You said that Lucia was fighting the real Spectre. That's right. Professor, who or what is the real Spectre then? I could tell you, but I'd rather show you. Let's see what our little trap gives us. The trap that Crow and the Black Ravens helped you with? The very same. Now, let's go. I know that people called Ariana a witch, but they have no reason to harbor ill feelings for her. We need to prove to the town that Jake's is wrong with this. We need to find some evidence that will convince the townsfolk. Correct. This trap will help us do that and save Ariana as well. Should we head to the side of the last attack? A new episode has been added to the trunk. Help my sister. You lost or something, kid? I have a note for someone named Crow. My sister needs help. Hey, relax. Okay, come on. I'll take you to Crow. You want us to help the Calamity? You want us to help your sister? Please, you have to help. I don't know, kid. You seem alright, but I gotta tell ya. If it turns out that your sister is the one controlling the Spectre, we'd be done for sure. After all those witches' marks she spread around town, she might even be stronger than ever. No, you're wrong. It was me who did all of that. I couldn't stand it when people said bad things about her, so I left the marks all over town. My sister never did anything wrong. I did all of it. Really? That's not a bad scam, kid. That's something the Black Ravens might have come up with. You know what? Any chance to give Jakes a run for his money sounds like fun to me. So you'll help me? When it's all over, you'll have to tell the town what you did and apologize. Promise, and we'll help. I promise. Okay, that's good enough. Now, what are we supposed to do? I got this letter for you. What does it say? They are instructions for helping my sister. Alright. Of course, you have to help too. Once everything is in place, Nabby will give the orders. Alright, thank you. Congratulations, kid. From now on, consider yourself an honorary Black Raven. You know, we never did find out what happened with the photos that Emmy got developed. I thought she found something interesting, but it just doesn't seem to have come up. Oh, hello. It was a little boy who came rushing out of that manor just now. What's going on? He said he wanted to talk to Crow, so I told him to check the market. Speaking of Crow, we have a message from him. That's why we're waiting for you. He said he looked into what you asked about. He wrote down all the information. Thank you. I think we'll be able to figure out the Spectre's next destination. Professor Layton, please let me handle this puzzle. Alright, Luke. Spectre's path. Traps were set at every intersection in town. That night, every time the Spectre passed an intersection, that spot was marked with a red X. Knowing that the Spectre never hits the same area twice, Luke had a revelation. I've got it! I know which way the Spectre went. Which way, A to H, does Luke think the Spectre went? Circle the letter. Alright. Well. Nope, that won't work. That can't be it, because we're missing that one there. I could have gone that way, but it never hits the same spot twice. I might need to use a hint coin for this. Every spot with an X is an area the Spectre had to have passed before he left town. Anywhere there isn't an X, the trap wasn't sprung. Therefore, the Spectre didn't pass there. Yes, we can tell that. Look for intersections where the Spectre could only go one way. Keep in mind that while each intersection has streets going in 3 or 4 directions, the Spectre could only have passed through it once. Okay. So, like here. Oh no, not that. Here's the first part of the path the Spectre took. Starting from the red X in front of where the Spectre appeared, it moved down, down, left, up, left, down, left. That left it in front of H. Let's reread that. Yeah, this is the first time we've had it struggling. I uninstalled some programs from my computer today, so it seems to be running smoother because of it. Alright, so starting from the red X in front of where the Spectre appeared, it moved down, down, left, up, left, upper left, left, down, left. And that left it in front of H. Right, that checks out. Right. So from there, I had to go here and here. But we can now it gets more guesswork. But let's see. So, E. Seems like a solid guess. It's directly opposite the path he's taken.
How about this? I knew I could do it!
That's the way. It was E. Now we know which way the Spectre went. What lies in that direction? The only thing over there is the old factory. Golden! The old factory. I think we need to have a look. Luke, can you take us there? Yes, sir! Meow. Meow. We'll tell Crow that you got the message. Be careful. The North Pier is open and ready for you to send off on a ride as warm as a spring breeze. If you want to ride, Bucky has some great boats here. Still waiting on this one. Thank you, fish. Just checking I didn't have anything new to say. I don't know if my husband told you, but I'm expecting a baby soon. He doesn't look like it. I do hope my child won't have to put up with the Spectre business. Leave it to us. I'm sure we'll finish our investigation by then. Thank you. I just don't want our baby to wake up to the sound of the Spectre's footsteps. Actually, we are training our child to be a future puzzle master. Here's one we did recently. How are you training your child to do puzzles when they haven't even been born yet? You want to drop a watermelon from the top of the ladder and use some trampolines to bounce it over to your partner. You need to position the trampolines cleverly so that the watermelon doesn't hit the walls when it bounces. Of course, you can't let it hit the ground either. Place the trampolines on the ground by drawing lines with your stylus. You have a limited amount of trampoline material available, so keep an eye on how much you use. Draw a line with the stylus to set a trampoline. You only have a limited supply of fabric, so keep an eye on how much you have left. Touch the down arrow to drop the fruit. Try to get the fruit inside your partner's basket. Alright, well, let's just see how it goes to start with. Splat. way the watermelon bounces will depend on the distance it falls and the angle of the trampolines. First, try to get a sense of how the watermelon bounces. Begin by trying to get the watermelon to bounce through the narrow gap between the small wall second from the top and the slanted one beneath it. The gap looks narrow, but it's surprisingly simple to bounce a watermelon through. So this one. Okay, here's how to shoot the watermelon through the gap between the second and third walls from the top. You need to place a gently sloped trampoline at the same height as the fifth rung of the ladder. Once you work this out, you only need to place one more trampoline to get the watermelon over to your partner. Same height as the fifth rung of the ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3. No, we're just making it go higher. Of course, if we... Hey, okay. There we go.
I think I've got this one. I did it, Professor.
Fantastic. There are a number of possible routes to bounce a watermelon. Why not see if you can work out all of them? Because I don't want to sit here all day. Wow, you must have had a very good education. You're very smart. Wow, that was impressive. Between you and the police force, I'm confident this Spectre trouble will be resolved soon. We're all behind you. Good luck. Thank you, Vic. I'm in shock. How could anyone think of turning me down? Shock. The old squire was a penny-pinching miser. He'd demand rent on the first of the month, no exceptions. Such a relief now that the mayor has the right to our land. I heard he's so busy he can barely leave the house these days. Also, I imagine the Spectre crisis weighs heavily on his His butler Dolan must have his hands full as well. I've been giving him puzzles, but he barely even glances at them. Hey, think you could give one a try? Window panes. I was carefully cleaning up the fragments of this broken window with my 3 friends. I picked up the first 3 pieces. My friends followed in turn, each picking up 3 more pieces than whoever went before them. In the end, there were still 3 fragments on the floor. How many pieces of glass were there to begin with? Okay. So the first kid picked up 3. Next one picked up 3 more pieces. 6. Third one picked up 9. So that's 18, and there were 3 pieces still left on the ground, so 21.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
No?
A little more thought is in order.
I picked up the first 3 pieces. My friends followed in turn, each picking up 3 more pieces than whoever went before them. That means the second person picked up 6 pieces. Third one. Oh, they have 3 friends. Okay, and that means there were 12. The person who wrote this isn't in the picture. Alright, so we got 18 plus 12 is 20, 30, and there's 3 more pieces, so 33.
This took some creative thinking. I love the thrill of a good solution.
Great, there were 33 pieces. The friends picked up 3, 6, 9, and 12 glass fragments. You just had to add the 3 left on the floor to get the total. That's it! Dolan used to be such an amiable fellow. It's shocking what stress can do to a person. You'd think he could at least say hello, but half the time he doesn't even acknowledge my presence.
I saw it, I told you. The water in the canal just drained away. The fish were flipping out. So I say, who could have taken the water out of the canal? Wait, I just remembered a puzzle.
Cogs and pulleys. You find a large machine in a warehouse. It looks like it could be some kind of complicated device for moving a bucket up and down, but all the cogs and wheels make it difficult to know which way to turn the handle. Can you work out which way the bucket will move if you turn the handle clockwise? Touch the arrow that points in the correct direction. All of the cogs and pulleys are in good working order. Okay, so if we turn it clockwise, this will move this way. Well, it's a 50-50 chance, but I believe it's going to be up.
This is what I've come up with. That was it!
Correct. The bucket will move upwards. What a complicated mechanism for moving one lousy bucket, eh? Looks like I called it right. Yeah. Nice.
The same thing happened somewhere else in another canal.
Was it on Great Ely Street?
And that was it! Great Ely Street. I saw fish flipping and flapping there too. Suspect to try and round up all the fish. I hate to see anyone distress over the Spectre business, especially any young ladies.
I'm sorry? New episode has been added to the trunk of Timber. Not sure I want to see this one. Hey, Grant! Kidnapping! At your age, you shouldn't be taking naps outside. You'll catch a cold, and that'll be the death of you!
Oh, Dominica, don't you look nice?
Why are you thinking about nights with a Spectre under the house?
I've never been caught offering nectar to a goose. Who said that?
Did you hear the Spectre attack the hotel? Joseph is frantic.
Of course this time of year is romantic. Let's get some dessert.
Nah, nobody was hurt. Everybody was fine.
Oh, I'm glad that Joseph and Bobby is safe.
Wait, did you already hear about that from someone else?
Of course. I'm not deaf, you know. Ah, I could be napping right now. That woman. She didn't even ask about my new jacket. This town has truly stellar foliage. Maybe it's a crystal clear water. Even the common wildflowers are surprisingly beautiful, grown in the waters of this town. This Towery's water is known for its unique nutrient content. There may even be a plant in this town that I've never seen. This place is so much better than that made-up golden garden that everyone is blathering on about. An unknown green, an unseen green, a phantom green, extreme green, 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 green. Oh my, we really should be going. To bring peace to Miss Towery, I need you to tap a few more marks. Ah, no thanks. Not tonight. What's the matter there, son? How about a puzzle from old Thomas to turn that frown upside down? Jumping marbles. The aim is to remove all the silver marbles from the board except for one. You can jump any marble horizontally or vertically over an adjacent marble and into an empty space to remove the jumped over marble from the board. Also, you can move or jump over any marble except those marked with an X. Alright, I struggled with the last one of these we did, so maybe I should get hints just right. The key is to work the outer marbles to the center of the board. Start by jumping a marble from the bottom into the center space. After following hint 1, move the marble at the top of the second column from the right downward and then to the left. Top of the second column. Wait, what? Move the marble at the top of the second column from the right, downward, and then to the left. Well, you can't... What? Oh, second column to the right. Well, you can't move that one down either. Top of the second column from the right downward, and then to the left. And jump the marble in the very center down over the marble you just moved. Oh, this second column from... I get it. And then left. Then jump the marble in the center.
Next, the marble at the bottom of the second column from the left should be moved to the right. Okay. Next, find the marble marked with an X on the top left and jump the marble below it downward. Jump both marbles in the second row from the bottom upward. Then move the marble in the center to the right. If you jump the rightmost marble in the second row from the top downward, you're nearly there. Uh-oh. Okay, got it.
How about this? I knew I could do it.
Remark a marble. Did you find it difficult? The trick to this puzzle is to work toward the center of the board.
Oh, I saw Cluck the other day. First time in a long while.
Did you talk to him?
Afraid not. He was talking to Chief Jakes about the Spectre. I didn't want to be rude.
Oh,
Must be hard for you, what with your mother on holiday and Cluck working around the clock. But we all have times like those. Chin up, things will be back to normal before you know it.
thank you, Thomas.
Oh god, this kid again.
Hello again, Bucky. Fancy seeing you. Your pal Bucky is a man about town, coming and going in these fabulous, fantastic boats. Trying to get a boat down one of these narrow canals would be impossible, Bucky. The word impossible is not in Bucky's dictionary. It shouldn't be in yours either. If you want to ride, Bucky has some great boats here. Yep, okay. I mean, it's not the most ridiculous place he's put in a boat stop. One of these isn't even by the water, as I recall. Yeah, number 7, I think. Yeah, not even on the water.
Mr. Bird shut down his factory because he said the pollution made his daughter's illness worse. It just sits here now, an empty coop. I heard Man Triton has an emotional attachment to the place. It's too bad. What I'm telling Ted, folks work there. Caw-caw!
Oh, who's this? Oh yeah, he used to work here, didn't he?
I got laid off from the factory. Don't remember how long. Can't remember the past, got no future. We used to produce steam cars here, but they shut it down. Said it was polluting things. Guess that's good. Factory's supposedly empty, but someone is going in there. Spent a lot of time just looking around here.
Who is inside the factory?
I haven't seen them. Not exactly. But those machines in there sure aren't running themselves.
Is there another way in besides the front gates?
Sure, there's the back entrance we used to sneak into all the time whenever we were late.
We need to get inside. Can you tell us where the back entrance is? Gee, Layton, maybe it's in the back?
Someone who has solved as many puzzles as you, it would be my pleasure. You know,
staircase bridge. Past it on the way here. The passage under it is boarded off. Go through there, skirt the woods, and you're inside the factory walls. You'll need a key to get in. I still got mine. Take it. Keep all this under your hat, eh? Nice. Handlock on that gate is huge. No, I don't think I can break in with this one on the gate. Sadly, it looks like an ordinary padlock. No puzzles hidden. This must be the passageway that leads to the factory. It's quite narrow. I hope we can get through. You might need to take your hat off, Professor. I'll wait and see if that is necessary. Let's go. Don't sights like this make you angry? From their condition, I'd say those have been here a while. Is there anything left in there? A funny lump. Great. This must be the factory's hidden door that Sebastian told us about. It doesn't look like a normal door. I wonder how it opens. If we don't solve this puzzle, we won't be able to get inside. Let me have at it, Professor. I'll solve it. No problem. The factory door. You have the key to this door's lock, but there doesn't seem to be a keyhole. In fact, the doorknob and the buttons to the right of it move when you touch them. Maybe they formed some sort of combination lock. But then, what's the key for? Ah, okay. So we need to make a mirror image. Not quite sure if that's the right way or not, but let's have a go.
I'll handle this one, Professor.
Ah, sweet.
That puzzle was no problem.
Correct. The C on the key represents the doorknob, and the teeth on the side represent the buttons. It's open. Excellent. Now let's go inside the factory. Yes, time to go. Ground looks hazardous. Let's not go on any further. That path looks nasty and steep, if it can even be called a path. We'd get mud all over our shoes if we went up that way. Can't reach. These look strong enough to take a person's weight. A gentleman has the common sense not to swim on gliders. It'd be hilarious if we saw him do that in a cutscene when he's fighting the Spectre. Abandoned places always have broken windows. It's nice how the shards catch the light. Don't touch that broken glass. The music's going all music-y. I wouldn't bother looking inside. It's pitch black. I like hearing my own echo. If you can hear the air if you put your ear right up to it. This place is kind of scary. Perfume fumes from the oil do go up your nose, don't they? Not a sound to be heard. The tension, I simply can't bear it. Seem to be a lot of hidden spots in this place for your typical steam car factory, Professor. I agree. And look at this. These machines haven't been used in years, yet not a spot of rust. Do you suppose someone has been maintaining them in case the factory reopens? Or is the factory still in use? Yes, that's definitely suspicious. Oh, hello. Who's this guy? This machine looks kind of familiar. It's in the shape of a steam engine. There seems to be a large hose coming out of this contraption. That broken door reminds me of Brock and he's laughing. Looks like the hinge is rusted off. Well, it's not much use now, is it? Light mark with the number 1. A light mark with the number 1 went out. Interesting. The draft is coming through that hole in the roof. At least the weeds like it here. Where did the missing roof pieces go? I don't know how you got in here, but you better make a sharp exit. You again? Did you need to speak with my boot again? Hey, hold on a second. No more hurt. I just want to give you this puzzle. This better not be some sort of trick. I'm warning you, I won't hold back this time. Is he one of the thugs who assaulted us? Tried to. A rack contains 9 identical-looking weights, ranging from 1 kilogram to 9 kilograms. 4 of these weights were removed from the rack and arranged side by side. 1 pair of side-by-side weights had a weight difference of 8 kilograms, while 2 pairs had a weight difference of 7 kilograms. Which weights were removed from the rack, and how were they arranged? Okay. One pair had a weight difference of 8 kilograms, while 2 pairs had a weight difference of 7 kilograms. I think I'll need some help with this. It may seem as if there isn't enough information to go on here, but that's not true. There are more than enough clues in the text of the puzzle. Once you realize what the puzzle is saying, you will need to determine which weights need to go in the lineup. There are 2 possible lineups at work. That is to say, there are only 4 weights at work, but 2 ways to line them up. What you must focus on is the 8 kilogram difference between 2 consecutive weights in the lineup. There's only 1 pairing that results in an 8 kilogram difference. Let's just go through. You can only get an 8 kilogram difference by placing the 1 kilogram weight and the 9 kilogram weight next to each other. It's not possible to create 2 differences of 7 kilograms if the 1 kilogram weight or the 9 kilogram weight occupies the leftmost or rightmost position, so these weights must be in the middle. All you need to do is fill in the left and right spots with weights that are 7 kilograms heavier or lighter than the weights next to them. That's actually a good point. So 1 and 9. So 9 minus 7 is 2. 1 plus 7 is 8.
What do you think about this? I did it, Professor.
It is actually quite simple if you stop to think about it, but you have to actually stop to think about it. Excellent. There are 2 possible answers, 8, 1, 9, and 2, or 2, 9, 1, and 8. The only way to get the 8 kilogram difference is to have the 1 kilogram and 9 kilogram weights next to each other. How'd you manage that? You're brainy and strong. And pretty. Well, I am the professor's assistant after all. Very scary too. Bye! Thanks for the puzzle. Tell your mummy I said hello. Okay. Light marked with the number 2. Light marked with the number 2 went out. I can't see a thing. What should we do, Professor? Stay calm. We'll just have to make our way very carefully. These pipes make for quite a maze. Additionally, it's so dark that Layton can only see directly in front of him. Can you move Layton through the maze and lead him to the goal? Okay. Nope, not that way.
Some puzzles must be met directly. No puzzle is without an answer.
You've arrived. Now you can finally go somewhere brighter. Well, fortunately, we got through that without any troubles. Let's go. Oh. Hello, it's Goosey. There may be some clues about the Spectre around here. We should keep our eyes peeled. Goosey! Goosey, what are you doing here? Well, this factory sticks out from the rest of the town, doesn't it? So I thought it'd be a good place for me. But looks like I'm still sticking out. That's Goosey. Well, you did jump out and greet us quite aggressively. I can't help it. I get so excited. Look at this puzzle. Look at this puzzle! Ah! The illustrations below depict an elaborate painting contraption. By rotating the center handle, you can spin this crazy thing, which has paintbrushes attached to the other sides of the 3 prongs, shown in the 5 small white rectangles in illustration 2. For the purposes of working out your answer, you can ignore illustration 1. If you turn this crazy contraption 90 degrees, as shown by the yellow arrows, which pattern, A, B, C, or D, will it paint? Okay. 90 degrees. Clockwise. Well, let's have a look. So 90 degrees would be like... Clearly these have been rotated. Hello, Sarah Hill Zero. How are you doing today? I'm just trying to figure out this puzzle. I'm thinking it's probably C. Not much, just enjoying some tacos. How about you? I'm doing well. I think I'm probably going to finish this game today, but we'll see how I go. Yeah, I'm leaning towards C, so let's give it a try. Well, man, game is higher than your mic. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll turn it down a little bit. How's that? Any better?
This took some creative thinking.
Ah, excellent.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Perfect. Well, welcome, Sarah. Hope you enjoy your stay here. The contraption will paint pattern C. Not sure who would paint anything painted by this crazy thing, but whatever. You're welcome. Good to see you. You solved that! So you won't tell anyone about my hiding place? You have my word that we won't tell a soul. Alright, you folks are some of the nicest people I've ever met. Let me give you some information. Well, you're Professor. Yeah, I am. Well, I don't hold an educational position as a professor. Rather, I am a completer of the Professor Oak Challenge in various Pokemon games. This guy, on the other hand, yeah, he's an archaeologist. The people going in and out of this factory are fishy. Really fishy. Even fishier than me. Or fish. Goosey, I wouldn't say that you were all that fishy. I overheard them talking about which part of town will be hit next by the Specter. I didn't stick out that time. Who knows what they'd have done if they found Goosey? Oh, thank you for the follow, Sarah. Appreciate it. Do you prefer Sarah or Sarah Hill? Or Sarah Hill Zero? How'd you manage to stay hidden that time? Well, that was kind of emergency hiding. I could do that. A new episode has been added to the trunk. It's Goosey. Alright, fine. You can call me Sarah if it's easy for you. Okay, Sarah it is. Welcome. If you're looking for the freshest fruit and veggies in town, you've come to the right place. Oh, what good are fruits and veggies? Goosey, what's wrong? How can you be down on this beautiful day? No matter where I go, I always seem to stick out. You don't stick out. How can I stop doing it? No, I'm actually Australian, but I live in Canada now. That's what you're worried about? Goosey, you silly man. Here's my advice. Hide and don't worry about sticking out. People won't notice if you don't sweat it. So I just have to stop worrying so much and I won't stick out? Yep, you might even be able to hide your whole body if you just let everything stick out. All of me? Sticking out? I'd never thought of it that way. If you weren't so worried about hiding, it would be more fun too. Just relax. You're from the States? Yeah, that's, yeah, I figured it was a pretty safe bet. This time of day, I think the majority of the audience would be from North America. I went to Sydney once. Beautiful city, Sydney. I'm actually from Melbourne. But I do love Sydney. There's a big rivalry between us, but they've definitely got the better views. I'll give them that. When you were a kid. Okay. Neat. Thanks, Marilyn. I've been hiding in the shadows so I wouldn't stick out. How foolish. But now my eyes have been opened. Now I'll hide by sticking out. I'm glad you feel better. I'll accept the fee for my services. You're going to charge me for that? You've one question? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I think I see a little cash sticking out of your wallet. I bet you see all of it sticking out. Alright, what's this lump we found? This little lump of clay easily brings a smile to one's face. Oh, thank you, fish. Let's see if we can find any others. Stepped on a nut. I stepped on a bolt. Oh dear, I seem to have stepped on a hexagonal spanner. Not gonna lie, your stream is amazing, you really love it, but why don't you customize stuffs on it as well to attract more viewers as well? What would you have in mind in sort of customizing? I'm not looking to hire an artist or anything like that, if that's what you have in mind. So what do we do, Professor? The crates are blocking the way. Quite a problem. They're too heavy to move. Professor, we can use that crane up there. I think you might have it in. Let's give it a go. Freight crane. This crane can lift and move either 1 or 2 pieces of freight at a time. By moving freight only 4 times, can you get every parcel onto its corresponding symbol. Like a presentation matters, like if you have better identity, that means you're able to grab people's attention, if that makes sense. Yeah, sure, I get what you're saying. Touch left and right to move the crane left or right. Touch down to pick up crates or put them down again. Crates can only be lowered into an empty space. You can align the crane so it picks up 2 crates when you touch. You're not here to just promote your business. Okay, I'm sorry if I was implying that. I've had people in the past who've showed up saying, "Hey, I really love your stream. By the way, I'm an artist. Would you like to hire me to do art for your channel?" It gets a bit tiring after a while. I know you get me as a bot. Yeah, well, there's clearly a person behind the messages here, but yeah, you'll have to forgive me if I seemed a bit suspicious there. Alright. Moving freight only 4 times. Can you get every parcel onto its corresponding symbol? Well, that's going to be difficult. Alright, the diamond's already on the right spot, so I don't need to worry about that. You've a proper server for streamers as well there. We support small streamers. Well, that's great. And you've had 15,000 plus active streamers on it. That's a lot. Very impressive. I've already blown this one. It's 3 moves and I've still got... If you say so, I can help you to make your channel indemnity. Maybe. This isn't a full-time thing I'm trying to do. You work with strangers for the past few years. If you say so, I can show you some examples first. No, I don't think I'm interested. This is more of a hobby I'm doing. I'm between jobs at the moment. It's just something to, fill the time in while I'm trying to find a new job. Alright. No problem. Thank you for the offer, though. Alright, I'm gonna need some help with this one. You should move 2 parcels on your first turn. Keep in mind that you don't ever need to move the diamond because it's already in place. Move 2 parcels? How am I supposed to move 2 at once? Can I grab 2 at once? Ah, okay. There we go. Still no good. Let's see. Well, I could move these 2, but if I move these 2, alright, let's try the second hint. So first hint, you should move 2 parcels on your first turn. Keep in mind that you don't ever need to move the diamond because it's already in place. First, move the circle and the triangle to the right of the star. You should also move 2 parcels at once on the next turn. Circle and the triangle. Okay, let's start with that. Okay. So we have to move 2 this turn as well. It's already said we don't move the diamond. Therefore, we move either the star and the circle or the circle and the triangle. We just moved the circle and the triangle though, so it wouldn't make sense. Okay. Ah, I see it. Cool.
Some puzzles must be met directly. I love the thrill of a good solution.
That's right. Now every piece of freight is on its corresponding symbol. Sweet. Now we can proceed. There's a room all the way at the top. must be used to operate the machinery in the warehouse. I'm going to climb those stairs. Don't try to stop me. Scrap metal. Yeah, seems like something you would find in here. Let's go back. I didn't finish actually looking around. It's a bit smoky around here. Ah, so the factory's exhaust fumes create smoke around town. Goes on, but where does it end? It's a bit different from the pipes that go through the town. Perhaps it was once used as an enormous exhaust. Ooh, who's this dude? So is this number 3? Light marked with the number 4. Alright, so we missed 3 somewhere. An old steam-powered automobile. A very elegant model indeed. These things must have trundled all over town back in the day. It's so small and it doesn't have a roof. You call this a car? Phew, just peering in there makes me sweat. Careful, don't even think about touching that red-hot iron. It almost feels as if we're on a school outing to a factory. That door appears to be locked. Forcing it doesn't seem to work. I really think we should give up on this door for now. Alright, shall we have a word with this gentleman? Who are you? How did you get in here? Ah, phooey. What do I care anyway? I'm just an old fool, forced against my will into making wild contraptions for a bunch of crooks. Crooks? Contraptions? What sort of contraptions? Machines that shoot great plumes of smoke into the air. Machines that crawl on many legs. Machines that do boring everyday stuff, like make toast. You know, toast machines. I've been sworn to silence. Don't tell us all about what I said, okay? And don't you say anything about these hoodlums causing havoc in town with their secret plan. What secret plan? The one I didn't tell you about. Don't you see I'm jeopardizing my job by not telling you all this? Here, solve this puzzle so I know I can trust you. You're not getting any more out of me until then. Not sure I followed the logic, but whatever. There are 6 loose parts of a steam engine here. See if you can fit them together to complete the engine. You need to use all of the parts to succeed. Here's a tip. Don't be too flat with your thinking. I don't think I'm in the mood for this one. Let's just take a good look at the parts and think about which ones go together. Doesn't it seem as though you have too many parts to fit in the frame? You need to think of how to put this engine together in 3 dimensions. This engine is actually constructed in tiers. There are 4 parts on the bottom tier and 2 parts in the top tier. Okay, cool. The 2 parts that form the top tier fit into a perfect 5x5 square. If you combine all the parts on the bottom, this square will become apparent. That should complete the engine. This part's gonna have to go on the bottom. Not on in here. Hi, Tofu. Really? Oh, poor boy. So these two make up the bottom. Oh, poor Tofu. So sad, so misunderstood. Now we're getting somewhere.
This took some creative thinking. A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
Correct. That engine you put together looks awfully old and worn. I wonder what it powers. My beautiful steam car! Thank you so much. That was impressive. I used to be impressive. I used to be the boss of this place. It was my understanding that the factory was shut down. Why are you still here? Are you one of them? They said I couldn't say a word to anyone. Under no circumstance can I say that this place is being used to make steam machines, they said. You're making steam machines? No, don't you get it? That's exactly what we're not doing here. I'm also not allowed to say that we're making other devices too. Excuse me, sir. Are you actually trying to tell us all this? Of course not. If I did that, I'd be in some real trouble. I'll never tell that pushing the red and blue buttons on the pressing machine operates it either. Nor will I even hint about what lies through that opening on the assembly line. I understand. Thank you for your time, sir. Perhaps you should take a break. Who are you? How did you get in here? There's nothing here. Right? Let's see if that made any difference. Doesn't look like it. I'm not telling you that the power button is on the side of the pressing machine. And any information about where the conveyor belt leads, you're not getting that out of me. I don't have the energy more to keep everything secret. Ah, there we go. The conveyor belt stopped. We can go through now. Thank you, fish. Alright, before we go any further, I am going to do a quick save. Whoops, wrong button. Well, whatever. Yeah, I need to take a quick break. Look at this first. If you look closely, you can find a glimpse of true beauty. Sure, Layton, whatever you say. Alright. Yeah, I'll be back in just a few minutes, so don't go away. Alright, let's do this. Well, we've lit up 4 lights here. I'm assuming this will lit up the 5th one. Oh, Professor, there's a big gap in the floor here. It looks too far to jump it. Perhaps we can drop the metal sheet that's hanging. If we can destroy the pillars that support it, it should fall. Looks like it'll take more than a swift roundhouse kick to bring those pillars down. Emmy, try using one of these. You can't proceed because of a large gap here. Drop the metal sheet hanging above the gap to make a bridge. Try different combinations of the dynamite sticks of different strengths to destroy the 4 pillars holding up the metal sheet, matching the stick to the appropriate pillar. For each match, you will see a crack in the pillars. Place the dynamite and push the red button when you're ready. Use the stylus to attach the dynamite sticks to the pillars. Once the stick has been attached to each pillar, touch a red button to detonate the dynamite. Each stick of correctly placed dynamite will leave a crack in the pillar. Alright. Well. No hits. Alright. Concentrate on them one at a time. Ooh. We got one. Alright, 2 right that time. Yeah. So let's assume the red and green are correct. And switch around the blue and yellow. No, that's not right. It's green, blue, yellow, red. Green, blue, yellow, red. Alright, if we assume that the green and blue are in the correct place, then we swap around red and yellow. Okay. Alright, blue and yellow. And then we want green and red. Alright. Well, what if the yellow and red are in the right place? Which means blue and green. Green, red. Well, I feel like I've tried every combination possible with two of those correct. Wait, there were none that time? Great. Blue, yellow, red, green. Blue, yellow, red, green. So it changes the... Okay. Okay. So that suggests that yellow and red maybe are the ones in the right position. So I need to swap around green and blue. No. What about yellow and green? So red and blue. Hey!
I think I've got this one.
Huh.
That puzzle was no problem.
Cracking job. Now you can continue on. Now we can move on. Good work, Emmy. Let's go. I feel like they would have alerted every single person on the premises that they're here. A broken cog. Why is he picking up all this junk? How about I climb up there and give you the lay of the land? The metal looks all rusted. I suspect that none of this equipment has been used for years. Huh? This door won't budge. Professor, is something written up there? It says 1 times 3 times 5. This may be a hint for opening the door. Let's search a factory again for other clues. Cool, look at the size of that cog! It looks like the mechanism to open and close the door. It's very unusual to see one so large. A light marked with the number 5. Alright, so by the looks of it, I need to turn off 2 and 4. It says 1 by 3 by 5. This may be a hint for opening the door. Let's search the factory again for anything suspicious. Alright, turn off 4. Turn off 2. That should do it. The levers we saw throughout the factory unlocked the door. It's definitely going to open now. Finally, now we can... What's the matter, Luke? Afraid? No! I mean, no, of course not. I love how exciting this all is. Stay calm, both of you. Let's go. Remember to maintain a clear head.
What is that?
That beast is the infamous Spectre.
Everything's ready. You sure you want to go?
Why, of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I have been waiting patiently for the perfect moment to make my grand entrance. The final act belongs to me.
Dramatic.
Herschel Layton, I hope you are prepared to play your part.
Yes, we will save. Chapter 10, A Legend Revealed. Now, let's go save Ariana. Professor, where do we start? Jakes and his men are probably headed back to the police station. So, we're not gonna have a better look at the thing? We need to make this fast. Let's head for Hayard Hill first. Fine.
We'll both be glad when your mother returns, right?
Incoming! Crow! They got Ariana in the plaza. I don't know what's about to go down, but it doesn't look good. Let's hurry, Professor. Quickly now. We'll take care of all the stuff in Tony's note. You get to the plaza. I don't like the sound of that. Again. Emmy, Luke, I have an idea. Do exactly as I say. You got it, Professor. Of course. Meet me in the Grand Plaza. What's this? Let her go. Lucia didn't do anything. That's what all you monsters say. I didn't do anything. I don't see any other monsters who could smash buildings. Do you? But... And you kept it going by playing that cursed flute of yours. No, that's... Oh, who would have thought this child would destroy a town? Appearances can be deceiving, but deceiving appearances can also be deceiving. Ain't nothing deceiving about the appearance of this witch. I didn't do anything. Stop right there, Jakes. If it isn't the Professor... I've got another cell with your name on it, Layton, and this time I'll be watching you. Lucia is not the Spectre. This huge blob of blubber is the Spectre. Case closed. Your third eye fails you, Jakes. Lucia was only part of what you perceived to be the Spectre. It's really too bad this will be your first unsolved case. I don't have unsolved cases. What are you talking about, Layton? I think it's time we got a full look at the real Spectre.
Miss Tallery, I now give you the Spectre.
Neat.
This is an excavating machine. It's used to dig up artifacts.
Very impressive.
A digger, eh? I'll bet I could take that thing.
Luke, you've done a fine job.
Thank you, Professor.
Someone built this machine to dig up the Golden Garden. The rumors of its existence here in Miss Tallery were too tempting. This machine was searching for the entrance to the Golden Garden as it dug up various parts of town. These repeated excavations slowly weakened the land, resulting in the sinkholes we observed. Lucia wasn't attacking the town. She was trying to stop this machine. The Spectre that everyone saw was Lucia battling the machine. Behind the thick fog, the two appeared to be a single entity rampaging through the town. The fog was a man-made creation. This was key to understanding the true nature of the Spectre. The perpetrator produced thick fog to hide his tracks and was then able to dig anywhere in town.
What's this about a man-made fog?
Creating fog requires quite a bit of water. Our suspect used water from the canals to make the fog. Lucia sensed this disturbance and attacked the machine. The fog completely obscured their battle.
Is this a joke?
A gentleman rarely resorts to punchlines. Luke here noted that the water levels in the canals dropped whenever the Spectre appeared. It was then that I realized that this Spectre could not be the Spectre of legend. Someone was clearly taking advantage of the folktale.
Yay, 2 mysteries solved. The fog was artificially created using the water in the canals to conceal the Spectre's identity. The fog that emerged each time the Spectre appeared was created artificially by a machine. And the Spectre was a specialized excavating machine operated by a certain scientist for the purpose of locating the ancient Golden Garden hidden in Miss Hallory. The real Spectre was destroying everything in its path to find the Golden Garden. So, we still haven't solved the mystery of the Golden Garden, or Ebenbard's death, or what the hell Chief Jakes is up to.
Quite an interesting revelation. However, the question stands. What evil mastermind could be behind such a thing?
The final question. It was someone drawn by the lure of the Golden Garden. A person willing to destroy the town to satisfy a lust for personal glory. Someone who now stands among us. This same person is responsible for spreading lies about the Spectre all over town. And that person is you!
I knew it!
What?
There must be some sort of mistake, Mr. Layton. I'm just a butler. How on earth could I have done any of this?
You kidnapped Mrs. Triton and threatened to harm her if Clark didn't keep quiet about your plot.
Ooh.
With Clark under your thumb, you were free to do as you pleased in town. And you, Chief Jakes, you were Dolan's accomplice all along. You two hatched this plot, hoping to unearth the Golden Garden.
Layton!
Quite amusing, Mr. Layton. However, I'm sorry to say I have no idea what you're talking about.
I am delighted you find humor in this. I, however, do not. Allow me to explain.
Well, by all means.
Luke noticed the low water levels I mentioned earlier. He recorded all the data in his notebook. But, as it happens, some of his entries turned out to be incorrect. These were mistakes made by his source of information, a certain informant, we'll call him. However, even when Luke's predictions were wrong, residents were still evacuated from the neighborhoods where the Spectre appeared. Isn't that odd? I find that odd. Doland, do you find that odd? I will take that as a yes. You see, Doland, even without Luke's predictions, you knew when and where the Spectre would strike. You warned the residents not for their safety, but so they would not see what the Spectre really was. That is why you passed along Luke's warnings in the first place.
You certainly do not disappoint. Congratulations. That was truly Layton-esque.
Professor! Just like you said, I found them in Mr. Triton's cellar. The real Dolan and Mrs. Triton were being held captive down there. I freed them from the cellar and took them to safety.
It is clear enough that you are not Doland Noble, the Triton family's faithful butler. So tell us who you really are.
You are correct, Professor Layton. It's time to end this charade.
Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. You said we wouldn't get caught.
What an ugly little man you are.
I agree.
And Jakes, you killed Mr. Vard, didn't you?
No, I'll just change the will. Bard's death was an accident. I'll just make everything go to clock. Well, I forged the will, sure, but only because he told me to.
Oh, is that why? Apparently, I made a pact with a small-minded dullard. How truly unfortunate.
What did you just call me?
A dullard, a fool, a nitwit. Layton, your intellect is formidable. I have truly enjoyed this.
You have us at a disadvantage.
Indeed. My name is Descolet. I am an artistic man of science with rather lofty goals.
Descolet?
It really is a pity. I had high hopes that the Golden Garden was here. It was all such a waste of time. And this meaningless town. I'll have my fun by destroying it.
Uh-oh. Oh god, it is more than one.
Ariana! Don't move!
Luke, wait!
Quickly, everybody, this way!
Ha! Ha ha ha! Well, the excavators have done them a
Well
favor.
now,
Everyone a
I
favor
believe the
for
time
wasting
has
the shot.
come.
Oh, great. Oh, poor Lucia.
Magnificent! I do believe the townspeople are in for a treat. The Spectre was but a prologue. Now for the grand finale.
Professor, we have to stop him! What should we do, Professor? I must stop that machine. You two get everyone to safety. No way, as your assistant, I can't let you face danger alone. Same here, I'm not leaving. I can help you stop that machine. We don't have time to debate this. I can take out its legs, we can stop it. Now cut this hunk of junk. Emmy, I'll have Lucia distract it while Emmy goes for its legs. Luke, no. I can't let this happen in my hometown, Professor. And Lucia feels the same way. Well, alright then. Crow, we need your help. I got the note from Tony. Pretty impressive how you figured all this out, Prof. Congratulate me later. I need your help right now. Okay. So a different puzzle for each leg, huh? All I need to do is disable its legs. It's almost like a spider. Gives me chills just looking at it. Wire cutter. The wires in the compartment are protected by hardened glass. The only access is via a small maintenance window through which you can reach and cut 3 wires. If you cut the connection between Terminal A and Terminal F, the machine will come to a halt. Cutting the wrong wire, however, may cause the machine to move even faster. Which of the wires should you cut? Alright, let's see. Okay, so it definitely goes F. But what about this extra? Well, it goes through the bottom. It goes back to there. And this one. Wait, what? I mean, it looks like the connection between A and F goes through two separate places. Well, I'm gonna try the top one. I got a 1 in 3
I'll
chance.
handle this one, Professor. I need to look at that again.
Oh, I'm allowed to cut more than one. Okay.
What do you think about this? You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
Correct, you have to cut both the top and bottom wires running between the maintenance panel. The wire between A and F runs through the panel twice. The wire splits itself off and comes back together. Quite tough. Alright, 1 down. 3 to go. Now for the next one. I think the Spectre is slowing down. Whoa, which switch is which? In order to stop the machine, you need to press these buttons to shut down power. The lights on top show which circuits are still receiving power. When you press a button, it will switch the state of the light it's connected to, as well as any adjacent lights, so lights that are on will go off and vice versa. Quick, work out which buttons control each light and turn them all on. Oh, well that's easy.
I I think I've got this one. That puzzle was no problem.
Correct. As you can see from the diagram, each button corresponded to a lamp above it, but the order was off by one. Did I get it? I did! Okay, no time to celebrate. On to the next one. I hope Luke is doing alright. Squeak! Lucia, are you okay? Whee! That thing is closing in for an attack. Dodge in the direction I tell you, okay? Whoa! The last 15 of the digging machine's attacks have been analysed. The image below shows the spots where the attacks fell, and they have been marked with the number of the attack. There seems to be a definite pattern here. Can you tell where the next attack will occur? Touch the space you think is next. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. I don't really see a pattern here. I'm going to need some help. Follow the number pattern, starting from number 1. How are the attack sides positioned in relation to each other? Once you get the gist of the pattern, predicting where the next attack will fall becomes very easy. Just focus on attacks 1 to 5 for a moment. That should make the pattern easier to notice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's see. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 2 is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. So 15's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
This is what I've come up with. That was it!
Correct. The next attack will be the far right column in the second row from the top. The pattern shows that attack number 2 was 2 spaces from number 1, attack number 3 was 3 spaces from number 2, and so on. Was that the last of them? Whee! I hope Emmy is okay. Hey! 2 of the legs are down. Alright, what's next? I need to disable that thing while Luke and Lucia distract it. According to the warnings on this device, the 2 red terminals on the top panel need to be connected to stop the device. However, unless all 4 connectors on each block are connected to a connector or terminal of the same color, the emergency stop function will not work. Solve this as quickly as possible. As you can. Okay. red terminals on the top panel need to be connected to stop the device. Alright. No, that won't work. Alright, I need to focus on the symbols. Could be this one too. Oh no, but that's going the wrong way, isn't it? Alright, so it could potentially be hate in this spot here. Let's fill in this spot first, because we know 3 sides that have to. That's good. That's good. That's good. Nope. Works. I guess the corner spaces are the best ones to concentrate on. It's too many possibilities. First, see if you can work out which block goes in the top left corner. Don't get too caught up on just connecting the colours. Remember that you have to connect the 2 red terminals too. The block that goes in the top right corner is B. Okay, that's helpful. That can't be right. could also be right though. Oh, there's too many possibilities. Nope, wait, Alright. I said it's B that goes in here. So, the previous solution didn't work, so what if we put that instead? Okay, that can work. In the bottom left. Nope. That one can also work in the bottom left. Alright. What about this corner? Hi! Hi, little Marky. Have you come to help me solve the puzzle? No, you definitely haven't. Alright, let's see. Well, if I'm trying to fill in this corner, I think this is the only one that's going to fit. Which means this is the only one that can fit in this space, right? Right. Oh, but the two red connectors have to connect to each other, don't they? Oh, damn. Start again. Which block goes in the top left corner? The block that goes in the top right corner is B. Okay. Alright. So we have to have red on top and blue at the left exit. So it could be C. Can't be H because this has to go through. So. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can work out these other corners. So we need yellow, green, and blue. No. Could be that one. Okay. Yellow, blue, green. Could be either one of those two. What about here? No. This looks like the only one that fits. So this one goes here. So That looks like it works.
I'll handle this one, Professor. I did it, Professor.
Electrifying. The two red terminals have been connected. Great work. That should do it. Soon it won't have a leg to stand on. If I can just get this last leg, that thing should be completely immobilized. Enigma machine. This switchboard has an emergency shutdown feature. Apparently, all you have to do is press the button marked with the symbol that should appear in place of the question mark. The symbols are arranged according to a certain rule. So which button is it? 10, 11, so it's not a clock. Alright, so let's have a look. So this symbol is made up of this. This symbol is made up of this. And a square. But there is no square. Oh! Bottom's already there. Okay. Now this one is that and blue is Alright, so this one is 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Black. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So it means this one in the middle here should be made up of a triangle and a circle.
I think I've got this one. You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
Spot on! Each of the 5 symbols on the pentagon's edges is made up of the 2 corner symbols that are neither adjacent nor directly opposite. In this case, the circle and triangle symbols combine to reveal the identity of the mystery button. It's all up to the professor now. Crew, are you ready? Black Ravens present and ready for duty. Black Ravens present, ready for duty. What do you need? I need to build something fast. Can you help me? You bet. This is our town. We're not going down without a fight. Excellent. Now, I sketch this out quickly, so it's rather rough. It's a catapult. Okay, I gotcha. Interesting. I need you to gather the necessary parts for this. Can you do that? Take a look at my sketch. Do you have any idea what might work for this moment? What common item should you use for this piece? A boat. Fishing nets, a boat, or wait, a boat. What about using a boat? Can you bring one here? Let's just say that Bucky owes me a favor. Badger, you come with me. Hey, what do you need from us? Friend, Socket, thanks for your help. Can you help me find something that would work for this? A bridge, a utility pole, or a ladder? A bridge, I guess. Why don't we use a bridge? What? Remember what happened last time we tore up a bridge? Yes, don't do that, please. What else could we use? A ladder, I guess? How about a ladder? Yes, can you get one? There's one at the police station. Socket, let's go.
We're here. What do you need?
Do you think you boys could help me with the next piece for this? This is going to be the base, so it needs to be heavy. House beams, bricks, or tweeds? House beams sounds like the most realistic looking.
How about some house beams?
Yes, those should be heavy enough.
Oh, I'll get some house beams from Wrecked House. Let's go, Scraps.
I'll do it to help the town, but it's still a pain. So what do you need from me? Abby, I need you to help me find the final piece here. We need a flat horizontal piece. A broomstick, a grandfather clock, and a shop sign. Shop sign should do the trick. How about a shop sign? A shop sign would be perfect. Can you bring one back here? Sign just fell off the bakery. Perfect. Lewis, come help me deal with this. I certainly hope this works. I think we got everything. That was fast. Such a pain when things go by so quickly. Thank you all for your help. We're the ones who should be thanking you, Professor. We're gonna take out the Spectre. Yes, we will defeat it right here and right now. While Emmy and Luke are keeping that thing busy, we must prepare our attack. You begin by assembling a catapult from the pieces, but it isn't clear how the parts fit together. Part A will be placed exactly as shown below with no rotation. But how do the other parts fit in? Any of those can be rotated. When you have the answer, draw a line from a circle besides parts B, C, and D to the corresponding X in the diagram. Okay. Okay. Let's see. D, I think, is going to be the top part. So, put... Probably doesn't matter which sides B and C are on, does it?
Some puzzles must be met directly. I love the thrill of a good solution.
Correct. You fit the parts together as shown above. Now you can launch your attack. Here we go.
Ready, Luke?
We're ready.
Well, I thought Layton was gonna fire himself out of the catapult.
They have yet to give up. Such admirable tenacity. What's this?
No, Professor!
Nice.
Direct hit! That was amazing, Professor!
Is that it?
Doubtful. Very doubtful.
Well, Professor, any other ideas?
Uh-oh. Well, so much for the catapult.
Where is she going?
Oh, she's going to try and break the dam.
What's he doing? Oh, I get it. Come on, guys. We've got to help.
What should we do?
Break down the floodgate. But why? To protect the town.
Huh?
Just trust me.
Do you hear something?
What is it?
It's water.
Hurry, run! You saved the town! Great work, Lucia!
That is one helpful sea creature.
Fortune favored you today. Savor this victory, Layton. Only certain defeat lies in your future. Witnessing your downfall will be delicious.
Impossible! The Professor will never lose to the likes of you!
Such spirit in this one. Layton, soon you will see that you cannot defeat me.
I just
but
did.
I believe that is for another time.
Descole. I feel as though I've seen him somewhere before, but I can't quite remember where. Descole.
Did Clark believe that Bard's death was an accident? Jakes headed up the investigation and forged the will. So Chief Jakes wrote the details of the incident to serve his own ends. Chief Jakes used his cronies as he saw fit in order to twist the truth and make it appear as if he had solved all his cases. So he maintained his perfect track record by fabricating his own conclusions to solve each case. Yes. New episodes have been added to the trunk. Oh, and then we missed some puzzles as well. Alright, well, we can have a look at that. Oh. Broken cock. It is only slightly damaged, but that is a fatal defect for a cock. Behind the facade of the devoted butler, there lies a cunning and devious mind. Still no sign of the Golden Garden. At this rate, we'll never find it. Triton, I sense that perhaps you are not being as helpful as you possibly could. I'm doing all I can, but you must stop this madness. You'll end up digging up the whole town. Yes, well, that just might be necessary. Keep that in mind when you strike that tune with me. Or perhaps having a missing wife isn't enough of an incentive to keep you on your best behavior. If that's the case, there is always your little boy. You stay away from my son. You will decide that. Yes, of course. Just please leave my boy alone. As long as you do what I say, Triton, otherwise drastic measures may be called for. Your knowledge of Miss Tallery's geography, climate, soil, and geological makeup is vital to me. Keep me happy, and I promise to not make you very unhappy. It is your choice, Triton. Yes, it is. seems I do have a visitor. Let's continue our conversation after your guests have left. There are others that I can use as I have used you. Remember this. Brenda, Luke. Nowadays, Jakes uses his pawns to clean up any crime in town. So, what are we supposed to do? Frame him for the crime? Or just, disappear him, likes? You trying to announce our plans all over town? No worries about that. Who in this town of little people would doubt your word, eh, boss? No one's gonna mess with you. After all, you're Third Eye Jakes. Pipe down. I may have a third eye, but I can't focus when you're yapping like you got two mouths. I need you to stop that little professor from croaking around. He likes playing detective, but he's getting to be a real pain. Just present a threat to the woman and the boy, and he'll roll over like a dog. Sure thing, boss. Our regular fee? What are you, a negotiator? Just do it and keep it quiet, or else I'll have to let the big boss know that you're causing problems. Oh, no problems, I promise. Tell the big boss that, will ya? On Layton's instructions, Emmy returns to the cellar to rescue the hostages. The professor said around here somewhere. Donland? Mrs. Triton? Can anyone hear me? What was that? There's something. What? There's a trapdoor here. And it isn't made of cardboard, unfortunately. Hiya! Donland, Mrs. Triton. Oh, thank you. Mrs. Triton, are you alright? It must have been most harrowing for you indeed to be shut up with this pluckless butler. Luke, Clark, are they alright? They're safe, Mrs. Triton. Luke is helping the professor right now. But are you okay? Luke is with the professor? Ah, please excuse me. I'm the assistant of Professor Herschel Layton. My name is Emmy Altaf. Herschel Layton? What in the world is going on? I'll explain everything later. It's dangerous here. Come with me. Yes, of course. After Evan Bard's death and the appearance of the Spectre, Clark became so preoccupied. It was almost as if the strain turned him into another person. He was obsessed with the Spectre, and I noticed that something else was terribly wrong in our home. I noticed that Donland was not himself either. I realized someone must have been manipulating Clark. I tried then to alert the authorities, but it was too late. Whoever was behind it all somehow knew what I was doing. He let me live, but only as a hostage along with our Donland. Clark was doing someone else's bidding against his own will because he feared for our safety. Yes, with the two of you hostage, his hands were tied. If only these bones were a bit younger, I could have fought him off. I used to box, you know. Donald, please. Where is Luke? I must know. I'll bring him back. You must promise me you'll not go back to the house until I return. Donald, please watch out for Mrs. Triton. I'll be right back. I need not be told. I shall watch over her at all costs. Please be careful, Emmy. When we arrived at the lake, we were greeted by a huge aquatic monster emerging from the water. Apparently, this creature has been fighting against the Spectre all along to protect the town. Just as Ariana was about to tell us the whole story, Jake stepped in and arrested them both. The only way to save them now is to catch the real Spectre. Thanks to the Black Ravens' help in examining the results of our trap, we now know that the Spectre was heading to the abandoned factory. As I recall, the factory is east of the Grand Bridge. I am certain that we can find sufficient evidence there to clear Ariana and Lucia of blame. Let's make haste to the Grand Bridge. According to Sebastian, who once worked there, the factory used to make steam-powered vehicles, but it ceased production a long time ago. When we got inside through a back entrance, however, it seemed to be in full operation. What on earth is going on here? It is clear that this factory is operational and is still making something that is not steam-powered vehicles. According to the chief engineer, whom we ran into on the way, something is hidden deep in the heart of the factory. This is sure to hold some clue to finally solving the puzzle of the Spectre. We must steel ourselves and press on at all costs. Having obtained solid and incontestable proof, we hurried back to Ariana and Lucia. On the way, Crow informed us that both prisoners had been taken to the Grand Plaza. There is not a moment to lose. We must stop this miscarriage of justice. Jakes thought he had the case wrapped up, but we knew that what the so-called Spectre was. In fact, an excavating machine. However, my word was not enough to counter that of the esteemed Chief Jakes, so I had no choice but to unmask the Spectre in front of everyone. Thanks to Luke and the Black Ravens, I was able to reveal the truth. The person responsible for all this town's troubles turned out to be Clark's butler, Dolan, or at least somebody posing as Dolan. A villain had kidnapped Dolan as well as Luke's mother, Brenda, and was keeping them as hostages so he could manipulate Clark. With Chief Jakes' help, he was progressively destroying the whole town, all in an attempt at unearthing the Golden Garden. Perhaps Descalais has given up on finding the Golden Garden here, because he has started wantonly smashing up the town with his machines. If this continues, it won't just be buildings that suffer. People could get hurt too. If I could build something to stop those machines, the town may yet be saved. I think I shall need Luke and Emmy's help for this. For a while it seemed as though all our efforts were in vain, as Descalais' machines simply came back to life, but they appeared to be significantly hampered when Lucia broke down the floodgates. What most troubles me now is this character calling himself Descalais. The way he was talking seemed to suggest that he knows me. Who on earth can he be? Thank you for helping us. When everything calms down, I'll apologize to everyone in town for leaving marks on their houses. If your apology is sincere, I think the town will forgive you. I will do that, I promise. We defeated the Spectre. So we have, and we saved the town. Thank you, Luke. I'm so happy Lucia was here with me. We need to thank Lucia as well. We really did it. That was quite a trial, Professor. You won't be able to save from this point forward. Is that okay? Sure. Lucia, what's wrong? We about to find the real Golden Garden?
What are you doing? What's wrong, Lucia? It's all over. We won!
Ariana, the flute.
Oh,
It's not working! Stop that right now! Lucia, if you break that gate, the entire town will be flooded! Please! Please stop stop it.
Why won't she listen? What do you want? What are you trying to do? What? She said there's no time. No time? What's that supposed to mean?
Get back. The gate is giving way. Get to higher ground, everyone.
Oh boy.
What is this?
Is that?
It looks like an entrance of some sort. Professor, how on earth can we get it open?
The final puzzle? No, probably not. Ancient crest. Your only clue to the meaning behind this elegant crest is the accompanying poem. O traveller to paradise, the winged sleepers yearn to dance. Only by touching the four fruits can you open them. Bird of illusion, raise your beak high, and so you shall lead our traveller into sun-kissed paradise. Okay. Okay. The winged sleepers yearn to dance. Only by touching the four fruits can you awaken them. So which is the fourth part? That one. Okay, we lit up their eyes. Now what? Ah. Birds of illusion, raise your beak high, so you shall lead our traveller into sun-kissed paradise. We can't touch these anymore. Can't actually move them when we rotate.
This took some creative thinking. No puzzle is without an answer.
Correct. The crest swings back to reveal a mysterious passage.
Fascinating.
Why is this here?
That's not the question. The question is, where does it lead?
Amazing.
The Golden Garden.
Wow, look at this place. Light comes in through the earthen ceiling and reflects off these crystals. That sunlight has supported the vegetation here and turned it into a verdant paradise. So this is the Golden Garden? It's an entirely untouched world. I pictured it so differently, with ancient ruins and gold everywhere. Such a paradise has much more value than any amount of gold. It certainly means more to Ariana. What do you mean? The air here is untouched. As Emmy said, it is pure. Its properties may be able to cure your illness. Professor? Really? I think Lucia knew this. She led Ariana here in order to cure her. Had Descalé found this place first, that would not have been possible. And so Lucia opposed Descalé at every turn, trying to stop him from discovering this paradise. And she did it all to help cure Ariana of her illness. Beneath Mist Hallory Lake lies a lost world whose prehistoric ecosystem has been preserved to this day. This is Mist Hallory's true Golden Garden. To an archaeologist such as myself, our find is worth more than any amount of gold. That's amazing, Professor. Wow!
What's the matter? Lucia! You brought us here for me, didn't you? I'm sorry. I didn't understand. You wanted to give me this gift. This beautiful gift. I'm sorry. Please, let's just go back to how things were.
Please don't die. Lucia, please, you've got to get up. Lucia, get up so I can ride on your back again, please.
Lucia? No! You can't die.
Well, that kind of came out of nowhere. She seemed fine when she was breaking down the gate.
Lucia. She used her last ounce of strength to bring you to this wonderful place. She sacrificed her own life to be sure that yours would be saved.
It's not fair.
Did you hear what she said?
What?
I understood it. Lucia said, "Thank you to you both."
I think I need to borrow Heather's Cave of Sadness.
Time stands still down here in this ancient paradise. Lucia must have been born here. I imagine she lost her parents while still young. It must have been lonely being the last of her kind. So she ventured out through the tunnels into the lake where she met Ariana and Tony.
She needed friends after her parents died. So did we. It's true. Lucia came to visit us often. We were lonely as well. We only had each other. Our father made a fortune on the backs of the townspeople. And after he died, nobody would come anywhere near us. The two of us were on our own. We were all on our own.
But that's not true, Ariana. We were all worried about you. Please, give us another chance.
Luke, if you do that for me, I will do the same for you. I used my illness as an excuse to close myself off from the world. I see that now. The people in town didn't push me away. It was my own doing.
When you feel better, you'll be able to open yourself up again. The whole town will be waiting for you. I think Lucia knew that somehow. Lucia she just wanted you to be happy again.
She knew that we all need other people in our lives.
Lucia was the last of her kind. Loneliness was all she knew, but she wasn't alone when she was with you. That's why she said thank you.
Now it's my turn.
Huh?
Thank you, Lucia.
As Ariana played her flute, I felt a warm breeze against my cheek. Even the trees seemed to honor the moment, and we found ourselves simply awestruck by the beauty of it all. It was a moment we would never forget. In the short time we had known her, Ariana had grown so much, and she could once again open her heart to those who cared for her. It was beautiful. Looks like it's all over, Professor. So who do we alert first? I mean, we discovered the Golden Garden.
No, Emmy. We must keep this place a secret.
What?
At least until Ariana recovers.
That's a bit of a shame. Clearly, something like this could launch your career. You'll be in all the newspapers. Wouldn't that be great, Professor?
I suppose so. But don't worry, Emmy. I doubt this will be the last mystery we solve. There are countless puzzles out there in the world, and I will solve as many of them as I can. Someday I will solve that great puzzle meant only for me.
Professor? Please, sir. Let me go with you. I can learn from you. Please. I could be Professor Layton's apprentice.
Well,
Oh no, don't do that to me. Oh. I don't know. Luke can speak to animals. I feel like Lucia could have just told him that the Golden Garden was down there, and they could could have found some way to do it without Lucia killing herself. She seemed perfectly fine when they were going down the tunnel together, though. I feel like the death came out of nowhere. I did like the story. Some of the puzzles were a bit ridiculous. And I feel like they would be near impossible to figure out without hints. Or a guide. Oh god. Cross key. Man, that guy has a lot of chest in him. Like, I'll fight you, for I am an English gentleman. Oh. No, I'm glad his mum was okay at least. I figured she'd been killed off. Oh, that's right. The old lady used to work with for the bards, didn't she? Yeah, they're rebuilding the town. Turning up there. Some pears? Say welcome back. Build a statue.
Luke, are you ready to go?
Almost. Just let me say goodbye to my friends.
Are you nervous?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be okay. Thank you.
I knew you would.
You were right. Everyone in town has been so nice to me. It feels so good to be surrounded by friends again.
That's great.
Will I see you again?
Well, I think so. I mean, of course you will. deal? Oh.
A year later, Ariana fully recovered from her illness.
Yay!
The discovery of the Golden Garden was made public thanks to the work of an eminent archaeologist. It became known to all, as did the name of the man who solved its puzzle, Professor Herschel Layton.
Oh, that guy.
It appears that I underestimated Layton.
All things happen in good time. Don't worry, Master.
Oh, I'm not worried. After all, patience is a virtue.
Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Did you enjoy Professor Layton and the Last Specter? The fun doesn't stop just because you've seen the ending. There are a total of 155 puzzles placed throughout the story. Can you solve them all? You might unlock some new goodies in the bonuses section. There's all sorts of fun waiting for you there. You can view exclusive content as well as try your hand at some expert level puzzles. Have fun with Professor Layton and the Last Specter. New episodes have been added to the trunk. Now that you've come to the end of the story, your game will be saved. When you continue this game, you'll resume play right after the last battle. From there, you can explore the town and collect any items or solve any puzzles you may have missed. Save your completed game. Sure. Alright, well, we should at least look up these last few episodes. Our story so far. Thanks to some help from Lucia, the group manages to defeat Descalais and his machine. The battle had saved Miss Hillary from destruction, but left Lucia wounded and weak. Bucky the boatman is a keen practitioner of kung fu. He finds it hard to maintain his balance with his martial arts training. If only he could split himself in two. If anyone needs a boat on the west side of town, I'll be there. If someone is stranded atop a mountain and they need a boat, I'll be there. If a desert fell from the sky and covered Miss Dowry in sand, well, a boat wouldn't help you much then, but I'll probably still be there. You get the point. I do indeed. As a businessman, you seem very sensitive to your customers' needs, Bucky. Wow, that was great. You should be in marketing. I've been trying to figure out a way to be in two places at once so I can serve all my customers. Besides, come up with anything that could make another me? Not last I heard, Bucky. Sorry. What about ninjas? Can't ninjas create mirror images of themselves? If I could do that, I could take on even more customers. I wonder how much ninja classes cost. Got any idea? Unfortunately, no. They don't offer ninja at Crescent Hammer. Maybe I should get an apprentice. What do you think? Me, you, and your hat? We'd make a great team! I fear my hat may disappoint you. I was just kidding there, pal. Never mind. Maybe I need someone with a different kind of mind. Anyway, so where can I take you? Before going home to London, I thought I'd take a leisurely trip around Miss Hillary. London, huh? Never cared for London myself. Not enough fog. Still missing a couple of episodes. Miss Towery is a picturesque little town loved by tourists. There are many meetings here, but also some farewells. Wow, in a town with so much water, I thought the flooding would be handled a bit better. Well, it was a surprise. That Layton guy really did a nice job, all things considered. I wouldn't have thought he'd turn out to be quite so amazing. Now all he needs to do is take off that ugly hat of his. Are you blind? That hat is superb. Only if you have the head for it. Whatever. Well, that's about it for me. Time to get back to London. Why don't we go back together? I don't think so. I saw a movie once where a couple traveled to London. It didn't end well. Oh, come on. It'll be so boring going home all alone.
Maggie, Otaki-san, are you two really going back?
Hello, Sean. I thought you were playing with Tony today.
Tony wanted to talk to his sister first. He'll be here soon. But I did hear right? Are you really going back to London?
Well, I've stayed here much longer than I meant to. My family will be worried if I don't go back soon. Otaki-san is to be judgmental back home. Don't listen to her, Sean. I'm not sure yet. Don't be coy, Otaki-san. You really want to go back with me?
That makes me sad. I thought we were friends.
Oh, don't say that. I'm going to start crying and then my mascara will run and I'll be a mess. We'll meet again, little guy. It's like that poem. This town was made for meetings after all. Sometimes you sound like a poet. Oh no, please step back. Still acting coy, are we? You guys are weird, but I hope you come back and visit again soon. Right. Freed at last from his troubles, Clark extends to Layton his heartfelt thanks. Herschel, I can't thank you enough for your help. I'm sorry for all the trouble. I knew something odd was going on with you when we first arrived, but I couldn't quite tell what. And Brenda not being around, well, I know how close you two have always been. Things just seemed amiss from the beginning. I wish I could have helped you earlier, Clark. It was awful not being able to protect my own family. I feel like such a failure. I know Luke had nearly given up hope on me as a father. Sowing seeds of doubt and fear amidst the town was Descale's doing, not yours, Clark. Thank you for that, Herschel. I'm not certain I can fully absolve myself, but thank you. You should bring the family back to London sometime, Clark. Dr. Schrader would be overjoyed to see you again. And you know that it would curl Dean Dermaner's hairpiece if he saw you again. Oh yes, I have no doubts about that. Does he still bring in his daughter's riddles? Lately, it's his granddaughter's riddles, and he still needs just as much help as ever. Quite the clever genetic lineage he has there. Ah, Herschel, it's good to talk with an old friend. To be honest, I find myself often dreaming of leaving Miss Towery and starting over in London. Really? Well, we're looking at a few months of reconstruction here in town. I will help with that much at least. After that, there are others here who would be happy to take over the office of mayor. I shall return the land rights to the town, and there will be no further discussion on that issue. That sounds like the old Triton. Yes, I think that perhaps it is time for a change. For me, and for my family. We have much to discuss, Serge. Could I persuade you and Emmy to stay in town that night? No specters or villains, I promise. And I have a new drink I think you will enjoy, being the connoisseur that you are, of teas. I had you with that bit about your expertise with wine, eh, old bean? I knew something was afoot then. Yes, Clark, some tea and a night of rest sounds perfect. Oh, that was nice. Luke and Clark's relationship has come under severe strain. Both had good reasons for their actions, and now at last they can discuss their feelings. Dad, what's the matter, Luke? Is everything okay? I'm sorry, I thought that the Spectre had possessed you and you had hidden Mum somewhere. Luke, I'm sorry I doubted you. You must have been exhausted with all of that going on, but This isn't your fault, Luke. I am the one who owes you an apology. I was taking you for granted. I was so scared you would be taken from me as well that I forgot you were still here with me. But thanks to you reaching out to Layton, not to mention your keen investigative skills, your mother is now home and everyone is safe. I'm proud of you, son. Dad, Professor Layton said that you were a smart and kind person. How could I have thought you would ever do something to hurt us? It's all over now, Luke. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more. It pained me to hear you calling out to your mother in your sleep. I hope you know now that you can always trust me. Always! Now, let's not dwell on such things anymore. At last, the whole family can eat dinner together again. Now, stop those tears. It won't do to make your mother worry. She said she was going to make your favorite tonight, roast lamb. Roast lamb sounds delicious. Roast lamb. Just the thought has dried up the tears rather quickly. Come on now, let's not keep your mother waiting. Thanks to Lucia's unconditional friendship, Ariana's opened her up. She sees the world through different eyes now. Ariana. Tony, what is it? What's wrong? I just saw a butterfly with the brightest blue wings I've ever seen. That sounds amazing. Be careful though, we want to keep this place just as we found it. I know, I wasn't gonna catch it. The air is so pure here, it really feels wonderful. So do you think this was where Lucia was born? I think so. That's why we must take good care of it. Yeah. Oh hey, I got some snacks from the Black Ravens. I'm going to play with Sean, so let's eat them up when I get back. Okay, I'll see you at home. Lucia, thanks to you, the townspeople are my friends again. And I feel good. I can walk around town now without getting tired. I was so wrong to doubt you. We thought everyone had abandoned us. Everyone but you. We both miss you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Lucia. Why is this puzzle game hitting me so hard in the feels? Alright, what else have we got here? Though the struggle was over and the town saved, the badly wounded Lucia fought on to knock down the last floodgates, draining the lake of water and revealing a hidden door. When we solved the puzzle and opened the door, before us lay a paradise of lush greenery, an entire ecosystem. We had found the Golden Garden. Lucia had used the last of her strength to find a cure for Ariana. Lucia's sacrifice touched Ariana to the core, melted away the last of her bitterness. Lucia must have understood that it was Ariana's reluctance to accept the friendship of the townspeople that was at the root of her misfortune. I hope that Ariana and Tony will find a way to overcome their grief over the loss of Lucia. Thanks to Lucia's noble sacrifice, Ariana and Tony can start on a new path in life. With the discovery of the Golden Garden, the town will no doubt grow and prosper, though it will have to wait until Ariana fully recovers from her wounds. I was rather taken aback by Luke's sudden pronouncement, but at least I can say that the case has been successfully solved. Very good. Well, I haven't solved all the puzzles, or the toy train and the puppet theater, but I think this is good enough. We got to the end of the story. We did manage to finish this one today. I think it was a good story. It's a good prequel for the series, keeping in mind that this is actually the fourth game in the series, and the two that followed it also took place before the first game that was released, which is Professor Layton and Curious Village. So when I think I will come back to the series because I enjoyed it. Even though not many of my viewers seem to have, but I've gotten a fair few people watching the vlogs. So yeah, I'll follow this up with the next one. But that's gonna have to wait for another time. I'm gonna have to decide what I'm gonna play next. Let's have a look. What have I still got on my list? Good. Let's see. Games to stream. Deadpool. Well, I've done that. Did the retro arcade. Alright, so got a few options here. Sonic 4. Banjo-Kazooie, Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time, and Disney Illusion Island, as so called by the famous Heather Rooks and her famous niece and nephew. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to think on it a little while and decide what I'm gonna play next. But it's not going to be for a few days until I have to decide. I'm not going to be around on Sunday, so the next stream isn't going to be until Tuesday next week. Yeah. So, in the meantime, if you'd like to catch up with any of the rest of the playthrough episodes of this, you can find those over on my YouTube, as well as all the other stuff I've been streaming lately. Just played through Deadpool recently, as well as finishing off the Ace Attorney trilogy, the original trilogy that is, with Phoenix Wright. Had a brain fart there for a minute. Plenty of other games I've played through as well. Mario and Luigi. The first one, what's it called? Forget. Whatever. Yeah, the first Mario and Luigi games there, the Batman Arkham series, the Dead Rising series, a whole bunch of different games I've played there. I try to keep a bit of variety. There's some Sonic the Hedgehog marathons I've done. Maybe I'll do Sonic 4 next, because it feels like it was missing from my if you look at the timeline that was recently released on the Japan Sega website, it suggests that Sonic 4 does come before Sonic Adventure, I think. So it feels like a bit of a whoopsie to have missed it. So maybe I'll go back to that next, but maybe I won't. We'll see. I'm gonna have a think about it. Also down below you can find links to my other social medias. There is my Blue Sky. That's the primary social media channel I use. So if you're looking for any stream announcements, you'll find those there. And also down below you can find a link to my Tumblr, where I have a bunch of articles about the Sonic the Hedgehog comics from Archie Comics, and why they should have been a syndicated cartoon rather than a comic book series. You know, something along the lines of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, because they had just about all of the same tropes you'd expect to see in one of those syndicated cartoons from the 80s and 90s. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great weekend. Keep an eye on my social media. I might put up another poll as to decide what I'm going to play next. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves, have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here next time.